What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Leonard Ellerbe. Get this. Mayweather CEO rages at Eddie Hearn's Floyd diss. Gervonta Davis link. Floyd Mayweather's CEO Leonard Ellerbe let rip at Eddie Hearn once again after the Briton accused the former king of criticizing Canelo Alvarez. Ellerbe had previously given Hearn both barrels over comments made about Steven Espinosa. Now, Floyd's right-hand man is raging at Hearn once again. Bars. The scenario developed after Hearn got asked about Mayweather and Canelo's legacy. Before, Canelo was complimentary about Mayweather helping him realize his ambitions by defeating him in 2013. Hearn was asked by Pheno Boxing what he made about Mayweather's thoughts on Canelo, and he replied, because Floyd doesn't like anyone to get close to his kind of legacy. Floyd's an amazing fighter. He's a pound-for-pound great. He's a pay-per-view star, but this guy's different. The Matchroom boss added, in respect of he's just a different personality. He's much more humble. He's a man of the people, But Floyd was a great star in his own right. He should embrace the next generation. Okay. Now, talking kindly to Hearn's words, or the fact that the DAZN handler got linked to signing Gervonta Tank Davis after his contract with Floyd expires this month, Ellerbe went for his UK counterpart. He said, I've said it, I'll continue to say it. In my opinion, he is the biggest in boxing, period. Floyd and Canelo are from two different cultures. They shared the ring, and we know the result. I respect Canelo. He's a boss and a terrific fighter. Floyd paved the way for Canelo. None of this affects his fighters' bottom line. They found a situation they could extract the most money from with minimal risk associated. Props to Eddie. Okay. Ellerbe added, Eddie Reynoso has done a masterful job of getting his guy paid. Okay. Hearn also gave Davis a lot of praise. Ellerbe said, Tank, he's a clown looking for attention. Ooh. Only fights he will ever go to is Top Rank show, and you know why. Trust me, he's not coming anywhere near any fighter he talks about. And you know why? Ignore these clowns. We'll have to see Davis in the Mayweather promotion fighter come May 29th. Okay, well, let me counterpunch people. A lot of backwards and back and forths. We know that Gervonta Tank Davis is definitely leaving Floyd Mayweather, I guess. That's the word around the campfire. Ellerbe, I think, in Eddie, Ellerbe and Eddie, I think both of these guys, I think that's how rivalry is. I think, and I know that Eddie Hearn is a powerful promoter. Leonard Ellerbe is a decent promoter. I don't think he's bigger than Eddie. I don't think he'll ever be bigger than Eddie. I mean, he's the CEO of a promotional company, but I don't think that he'll be bigger than Eddie. But understand things about promoters. They fluctuate in popularity, depending on what happens, what fighters get popular, what fighters become stars, what fighters fall from grace. I think that Eddie Hearn, has said some things about Mayweather, Floyd, Money Mayweather, that has pissed off Ellerbe, because when it comes to Floyd, Ellerbe's like what? Ellerbe's like the uncle, Al Heyman's like the daddy, okay, to Floyd Mayweather Jr. And I feel that Eddie saying that Canelo is more humble, I don't know. I just think they're just two different personalities, but I do think that Floyd played an act. I don't think Floyd was really that type of person. I think he might have let certain things blow out of proportion. He might have exaggerated his personality a bit. Because honestly, I don't think that Floyd is that bad of a guy. I don't. I think that a lot of things Floyd did in his career kind of backfired on him, but for all the right reasons. When I mean all the right reasons, I mean for all the right amount of pay. Because Floyd was hated by women. Floyd was hated by a lot of Latino fighters. He was hated just by a lot of old school commentators and guys of yesteryear. He was hated by the masses of people, just thought he was arrogant for the things that he said. Nobody really walks around saying that I'm better than Muhammad Ali. Yep, I'm better than Muhammad Ali. I'm better than him too. He has 5 losses. I have none. He was only in 1 weight class. I was in 5. So, but Eddie's saying that Canelo's more humble though. His facade, okay? His outward appearance, he is. But one thing that stuck out to me for Canelo is the Dimitri Andrade situation. You guys remember Dimitri Andrade, right? When he was just like, baby, you're a horrible fighter. You're a horrible fighter, man. Who you fight? You'll fight nobody. And then the thing is, it's like, okay, well, I thought that was pretty harsh coming from one fighter to another fighter. And it made me look at Canelo like, okay, well, I know you're hanging around Eddie and you're acting pompous and you know what I mean? Like, but then it's like, no one, like, why don't you respect each fighter for who they are? You didn't say that shit about Jermall Charlo. He's kind of in the same boat. I just think he's more protected and, better kept because that's the platform over there. They don't take risk on the PBC like that. So you don't put Jermall Charlo in with someone like David Lemieux. It just doesn't happen. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's just too risky of a fight, because David Lemieux is the kind of guy that probably would knock you out. But that's at 168 versus 160. I get it, but they don't make risk over there. But like Dimitri Andrade he's had a poor promotional fight plan or whatever, right? I mean, he hasn't had the good fights. It's promotional wise, he's doing terrible. He's still undefeated. And for Canelo to say that, it just made me scratch my head like, okay, well, he didn't have to come at him like that, Get the fuck out of here, man. You know what I mean? It's just like, and he didn't, and then see, here's the thing. Dimitri Andrade didn't disrespect him. You know what I'm saying? He said, I'm a fan. Oh, I know. You know what I mean? That was the reply. I know. And like, hey, when can we get it on? You know what I mean? And then that's when Canelo told him how he felt. So, like, I don't call that being humble. We know what Floyd has done over the years and what he said over the years. We know Floyd is Floyd, but, Canelo Alvarez, people, is no Manny Pacquiao. Okay? He's no Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao is that guy. Do you think, okay, if Manny Pacquiao did that to Errol Spence, or better yet, no, not Errol Spence. If he did that to, no, we can't say any of those guys. Not Zab Judah. Who was upcoming when he was around? What if Manny Pacquiao said that to Joshua Clottey? And he said that. That would be like, yo, who is this? See, so Canelo is not a Manny Pacquiao, so he's not on that level. He has he's kind of in between Floyd and like maybe Manny. He's respectable. You know what I mean? He spoke to Katie Taylor and he was real respectable and he loves his people and I believe that. But over the masses, they are from two different cultures. Now between Eddie and Leonard, I think these guys really, they need to duke it out or something, and if Gervonta Tank Davis leaves that platform and comes to Eddie, I think the stakes will be higher, and I think you will hear more from Leonard Ellerbe about Eddie Hearn. But nonetheless, it's interesting to say, you know, Hearn and Leonard, I think they will always be at each other's neck because of the competition standards. But anyway, you guys tell me what you think of Leonard Ellerbe ripping Eddie Hearn, threatening if he comes to a show, you know what's going to go down. Tell me what you think. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.